What's up, YouTube? Mr. Lamessy here, and today we're jumping into Fist of the Heavens Let's Play guided playthrough part Hell. So hopefully by now you have gone through the part normal and nightmare videos, or you just have your own Fist of Heavens character and you're getting into Hell and you're like, wow, this is getting a little difficult or whatever. So we are going to play this guided playthrough, this piece through Hell. So far it's been pretty solid. This character has leveled up really well. The nice thing is he's super strong in Act 4, and then in Act 5 for like the Bale Waves and at Pindle he's also really strong. So it makes it so whenever you get to the end of a difficulty, you can really spend some quick time just leveling up, dominating some stuff, and then move into the next difficulty. Yeah, it's really gone quite well. We will jump into Hell here. We will do a little bit. I actually might go back to Nightmare and do some tower runs to try and get one more Amrune, honestly. Maybe that'll be a good little starter for us, and then you can like skip past that if you want. As with all of these Let's Plays, you can play with it up on your monitor next to you while you're playing along. If you need to pause, if you need to fast forward, you can do either one of those to get to wherever you need to be so you can continue to follow along. But let's go ahead and go through the character right now. Again, still just 50 strength base. I haven't found anything to warrant more. 60 strength could be a thought at some point because there are some like nice plated belts and things like that. Dexterity, I'm just kind of working up my block a little bit, so it's 50%. And then rest into vitality. For skills, nothing here. 1 point into all of these, and then I'm starting to put more points into Conviction. And then we maxed Fist of Heavens and Holy Bolt and 1 point into everything else. So pretty simple there. For our gear, we have Rust Handle. We got this nice helm that we found. Still don't really have an amulet. Like I said, I might craft one later. Our Spirit Shield, our Stealth Armor. So still nothing to replace this. This is where you could have like a smoke or something like that later on if you wanted. Blood Fist, FCR, Night Smoke's been really nice, another FCR ring, and then these boots that we shopped, and then a couple just resistance charms right there. And then on our offhand we have our teleport staff just to help us there. So let's do this, put some gold away. And let's go ahead and start Hell. You can see our fire res is a little low, but nothing super terrible. Being just slightly in the negatives, I don't hate, you know, for a character that's got decent health and stuff like that. And then also we should be good to go down there. And again, this is, we could probably really start doing some more like higher player counts even right here, because we are going to run into a lot of immunes out here. Or we're going to run into a lot of demons and undead out here, excuse me. So that should be pretty good for us. So just stamina shrine there. So if you wanted to go up to players 3, something like that, you totally can. Right, we can go.
Hey folks, before you skip ahead, just a quick reminder to ring that sub-notification bell to stay up to date with gaming news highlights. Ellipsis dot. Wait, wrong video. Hey YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell.
Good enough. So the biggest issues in here are going to be their gargantuan beast, as they are going to be animals. Otherwise, we should be good to kill most of this stuff. And again, we can always heal up our mercenary ourselves. No, this build won't dethrone Hammerden. I can see it slightly dethroning, just because I think people will be excited to play it. So I think that'll be something right there that like people will want to do this to play this build. But it really only kind of keeps up slightly, and where it kind of keeps up is like waves, Bale Waves, and chaos, which is very, you know, highly gone after. But at the same time, it also is something that I think a lot of people are doing at higher player counts, and the Hammerden still kind of wins out in the higher player counts. So that's kind of the issue, I would say. But it looks super cool, and something that's super nice about it is it does have Conviction Aura. So people are going to love you in the party, right? Concentration Aura doesn't really do a lot for most party members, but Conviction, a lot of people have elemental damage, so that's usually pretty big. So I think it's going to be super nice, and a lot of people are going to enjoy it. And it's, you know, with Hammered In, there's a lot of where you have to stand and all of this, the positioning, and I think a lot of people don't like that as well. So, while I don't think it's ultimately better than Hammered In, with the exception of a few areas, I think a lot of people will still really like the build and use the build anyways. Just because we're also kind of sick of, you know, all of us have played Hammered In for so long, right? We're like, alright, give me something new.
Also, no need to spend 2 burrs on Infinity with you in the party. This
Yep.
build is worth 3 fitty burrs.
Yeah, exactly. Do you need a lot of energy early game? It definitely helps to have something with mana. I mean, getting that early spirit or something would be huge for it. And this is players 3, so I'd say it's doing decently well. Another point. We'll go another point into Conviction, and we'll just go Vitality right here. And there we go. Nice and easy. Also makes for a decent hybrid smiter, yes, that as well. Yeah, I mean it's a great build. Like, don't get me wrong at all. And another point into Conviction for that. Just won't run into any issues key farming. Let's see. Summoner technically is not, like, I mean, you're not gonna be, I guess you can be teleporting around later if you want to put Enigma on. It'll be fine in the tower. Summoner is not a demon or undead, but the whole area is. Oh no. So that's a little bit annoying. Otherwise, yeah, nothing really there to worry about.
I guess it's gonna be FOH Paladin for me at ladder start. Hope to become the FOH King.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just gonna do it because it's just, I mean, it's just fun, right? It looks fun, it plays fun. It still has a lot of really solid areas. Who doesn't want to be Mr. Fister, you know? It's kind of my question. So even when you get to the lightning immunes and stuff, it just doesn't matter because you have that, right? So this is it really is an interesting combination because again, your combination is lightning damage plus demon and undead damage. So you know, kind of not bad. We'll level up again, another point Conviction. We'll put these into Dexterity. Again, you can just kind of bounce back and forth between Dexterity and not there if you want to get a little bit more block chance going. And I'm still just rocking players 3. I like doing that in Act 1 in a few areas because once again you can really get some nice nice experience there. There's really a lot of demons and undead out here, so and you can kind of pick if you want a Fist of Heavens. Like in these sorts of big groups, I feel like just throwing a Fist of Heavens down makes the most sense. And then more single target Holy Bolt is really solid. Or if they line up in a nice line, that also would work. Little safety portal. But man, our experience is just popping right now. It's really nice.
Can this build boss farm well? If it can, then do you use Holy Bolt for bosses?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's not like the fastest boss farm, right? Charge Strike is still gonna be like a little faster and stuff, but honestly, it boss farms really well because you do have a lot of damage from Holy Bolt. And Holy Bolt can get up to like 10k damage or something with gear. And that just, I mean, that just crushes so many mobs. It's kind of disgusting. So the reason I didn't go back and do Nightmare Countess is I want to actually give Hell Countess a little bit of a try on this character. For sure, I think so. Also, with immunities, to speak on it, we also have Conviction Aura, of course, and lightning immunes are the easiest to break by a long shot in this game, so that's another like nice point. Really, just so many nice things going for the character. Okay, let's find tower. And again, we've leveled up because we're just running on players 3 and we just crush mobs so quickly. I mean, this leveling is insane, this speed. Already at 61. Like, no problem, 61. It's kind of nuts. Where do you MF with this character to get gear? I mean, you could definitely do like Nightmare Mephisto and stuff. You could also do Nightmare Travancore. I think that would be a solid place. We could go and do Hell and Daril if we wanted, like, because the boss kill is, it really is fast. That change to add damage to demons is just huge. See if we can find this waypoint, man. Nope. Where do you find boss groups? And this is actually some of my favorite places to level up as well, and it's like some speedruns and stuff. It's just going around in Act 1, because there's a lot of bosses out here that aren't too terrible to kill. So having a character like this that performs extremely well in fighting all those is really nice. Is it gonna be like up here? No. Where's the waypoint? Excuse us? There it is. The last place we looked. Alright, so let's try out what it looks like to go down in the tower.
This tower shall be cleansed of evil.
What's that voice? This is players 3 once again. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty nice. Because again, we're getting a ton of experience. That's another level up. It's wild. There's a lot of good boss groups down in the tower, and we're running into everything again. It's going to be undead or demon. So it ends up just working out super nice for us. looks like it'll be a backwards wrap map. What characters are good to party with this? I mean, a majority of characters that are already played in this meta, because, you know, the meta's very much always been on playing like elemental casters and stuff, right? A lot of them. So all of those fit really well here. This is so wild, man. It's so good. And we'll go Vitality right there. Kind of bouncing back and forth between Vitality and Dexterity. Talrune. We'll pick it up. And keep moving. Dead end. There we are. I'm going to switch to players 1 now. Before Countess. So we get the better drops. Always remember to do so. Jaw drop yet? Not yet. Amrune! Alright. Let's go, baby! That's what we're talking about. Perfect. And the strong get stronger. So since we got that, I mean, again, we could keep farming in there because, once again, that was easy. That was an area full of only demons, undead. And so much experience was in there. Like, I mean, we gained like 3 levels just doing players 3 going through the tower really fast. So you could very easily just go in there and farm a lot and get a bunch of really nice runes, right? You can get up to a low rune technically. You're probably not going to get that high, but you can get ist and mals and ums and pols and lems and all of that stuff all the way down, and it's just really, really nice. So a lot of good stuff to be had down there. Highly recommended. And let's, we're in Nightmare. Let's go ahead and socket this broadsword. Remember, it just needs to be eye level 26 plus, which this one we found in like Act 2 of Nightmare or something, so that's way beyond that.
Moo.
Thank you, Nary Goods. We add that. 4 open sockets. There we go. Tal, Thul, Ort, Am. Just kidding. Am. 32 FCR. All right. 97 to mana. 7 magic absorb. Perfect. So we get even more mana now, which is really helpful. We also get the additional plus to skills, which is also super nice. Yeah, I mean, that's just...
At your service.
Did you all go, no? Got him. Yeah. Let's go back to hell. So yeah, it's like, if you want to keep farming there, keep farming there. I mean, I might even go down and farm there one more time because I just really love the levels, and it's like, maybe I should go do players 5, you know, and really kind of get into the nasty of it. And we'll go 5 more points here. See if we can find a tower here. Call me Phobia, thank you. Oof. Damage is spicy. And another point in conviction. We're at 20 points in conviction, so we really aren't going to have that many points to put there. Especially if we're planning to get more plus to skills later. Because then, like I said, once you get past 25, it becomes pointless, basically, to have any more points in it. Since it stops going. We have a gem shrine, and what do we do at gem shrine? Gem shrines, everybody? Gem shrines. We get 1 gem that we want upgraded. Only that 1 gem. And then we go to the gem shrine. And now we have a perfect amethyst. And now we can start looking at making ourselves a crafted caster amulet. Because we need a new amulet. How fun is that? And that'll be Ral, P Amethyst, Jewel, and whatever blue Ami that we have, but we want to use a blue Ami that has a high level. That's the only thing that matters, is the eye level of that.
Forget you don't have a gem in your inventory. Click it regardless cause you're clicking everything.
Right.
Receive a chipped sapphire.
That's probably what most of us end up doing. Hey, trust me, I've been there myself. I'd be a liar if I said I haven't accidentally clicked 100 of those and gone, no! Sometimes you're just in a clicky mood. And we'll go 1 more point conviction, and now we can start going into Holy Shock if we want for those next points. Doesn't feel hardcore viable. I mean, this is players 5. So I'm running very aggressive right now. I also am not running with everything set for like max res. Like, I'd be going more into my resistances if I was playing hardcore. I wouldn't run around with a negative res at all. Ooh, White Thresher. Yeah, Holy Shock gives more damage to Fist of Heavens. That's why we would do more points there. See if this bends around backwards. Yep. Okay, and we'll go to players 1. So nice. Got fanaticism there. Talrun. Lame. But, like I say, do that as much as you'd like. Again, we gain like a level and a half just doing that right there. Let's do Ral, Amethyst, Random Jewel, and we can just go gamble a blue amulet. 1 to shape-shifting. And... Ah! Curse you! Wrong character. But such is life. It's okay. We'll try again next time. It's probably Darkwoods, right? Oh no, it is Chimo. Does Chance of Armor make sense to this build? The extra damage to demon plus the undead is a nice touch. I don't think any of that damage to demon or undead is going to help you. That should just be coming on your melee attacks. So, I mean, you could run it just for all the, you know, resistance and stuff and the plus skill, but I think Enigma is still going to be better for this. So. Just being able to quickly teleport around probably still just does the most. But I mean, again, I really like the idea of running, if you do want to run non-Enigma, I think running a full Griswold set would be super fun. And then just jam the lightning facets into all of the slots, because there's so many sockets on the Griswold set. You can do that, and then you can charge around and then have a ton of damage on your Fist of Heavens. I mean, how many sockets do you get? You get 1, 2, 3 in the armor. You can get 4 in the weapon, right? Is it 11 or 12? 12 sockets? It's nasty. Armor's 3, shield 3, helm 2, yeah. 7, 10, 12. So, you can get plus 60, minus 60. You know, it's pretty nice. And then, you know, you're running the Conviction Aura on top, and it's a lot. Perfect. Or jam it with P Topaz and Is for MF. You could also do that. I mean, yeah, it depends what you want to do with the build, you know. Do you want to make it an MFer, or what do you want? Jail level 3. I want to go left. There it is. I just love the spread of the bolts, man. It's just so nice. Does Grizz set have good bonuses? Yeah, honestly, all of those sets have really nice bonuses. And we'll go Holy Shock now. We'll start pumping the lightning damage. Like, every one of those endgame sets, it's like +3 to skills, and I mean, you get a lot of like res and all sorts of really nice things in all of those. It's just a lot of times it's not, you know, there's like, you don't get, you know, Enigma or whatever, so, you know, you can't really run it. It's not quite as good. But those sets are generally pretty decent. Did I find my jaw yet? Not yet. Maybe we'll find it on this playthrough.
I need a key. I need a key.
Yeah, you can up any of the set pieces if you want as well. Though most of them are already upped on the Grizz set, right? You have the Corona, so you can't up that. You have the shield, that can't be up for the Vortex shield. You have the Caduceus, that can't be upped. So the only thing that can be upped is the armor once. Which doesn't seem like it's anything you'd want to really up anyways. So that is more useful for other things like Death's Belt and stuff, probably. Perfect. Level 2. And again, as we've kind of stated before, this is a very good place if you want to farm gear. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. So I would say go get this waypoint. 1000%. So if you find this first, you just go back and go look for the waypoint. Afterwards, set your TP. And then you're good to go. And a lot of the stuff in here will be undead or demon, so you're good for most of it. Really, it's just the spiders that you're not going to be able to kill. Get a couple more mana pots. And keep going. To farm gear, catacombs. I'm saying in Dario. If you want to farm a boss, this is a really solid boss. But even down here in the catacombs, it's really nice because again, yeah, you're gonna have spiders, but other than the spiders, really everything else is demon or undead. I'm trying to think if there are any other mobs, but I don't think there are. So this is a fabulous place.
This is good and all, but you still haven't even finished normal on the 8-year-old Paladin playthrough. Are you telling me you're not better than an 8-year-old playing this game?
Thought you were gonna bring it up.
At this point, I'm not angry anymore, just disappointed.
We can do the 8-year-old build. But yeah, this is another really good place to farm levels and experience and some items and stuff. I mean, you can definitely get some nice items just farming all around here. Ooh.
9 months already. What
And
the
just
hell?
avoid spiders. Condrix, thank you. Wow, 9 months. Wild. Feels like just yesterday, doesn't it?
It's locked.
Okay, and here's level 4. If we wanted to go to a higher player count, like players 3 in Dario, for more items, we totally could. Because honestly, it just would work fine. We're gonna crush Indario pretty easily here, I imagine.
In honor of the 8-year-old build, let's all gawk in youthful wonder when Andariel shows up.
That is true. Now, if you want to just pierce her from afar, you can. Where'd she go? There she is. So, really pretty easy for farming. I mean...
My work here is finished.
Pretty easy for farming.
Good evening.
I mean, just like that. We got Black Hand Key, that's fun. 30 FCR, 50 life, 37 fire res. If we didn't have Spirit, I would probably use this just for all the nice stats on it. But just like that, give yourselves a clap. Hell Act 1 is done, and I mean, you're flying through it. It's ridiculous.
Hello.
Flying through it. We'll go another point in Holy Shock and more Vitality. Put that over there. We've got a lot of these if we wanted to like craft some gloves later. Got a bunch of those. Could also craft other things. Let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving. Now remember, Act 2, generally a lot of animals, a lot less undead. Right? So we're not really gonna stop to kill many things out here. You can if you want, but you're gonna have to fight them one by one because it's just gonna be the Fist of the Heavens damage. So personally, I say I prefer fighting in those more insane areas. We can go down there if we want, and we don't even need to set the TP. We could just like go in if we want to go to the Stony Tomb, because there is a little bit we can kill in here. Get some undead. And there are beetles here, which are not going to be as good for us. So we'll just have to Fist of Heavens them down. And that's just not going to be a fun one. Can also just avoid them and just move forward because we know we have this boss in here. And that's all we're really here for. Do that and get out. So just a little bit of experience we can pick up. But I mean, again, we're already level 66. I mean, we could straight up just rush straight to Ancients if we liked and still be okay. You guys might want to put a little bit more leveling in just for the sake of leveling. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with it. And just a lot of animals again, so sitting to try and farm each and every one of those, it's just not as fun. Not as fun as blowing up the whole screen. Grab the waypoint, and we'll keep moving. Hey, pants. Okay, Far Oasis. Only the birds out here, I think, are gonna be undead or demon. Not the raptors, though, just the, like, undead birds. So again, another area we want to really kind of move past. Yeah, the vultures, thank you. And just look for the maggot lair. And the exit. A lot of raptors out here, which is definitely not my favorite. Raptors are pretty annoying. They're very fast. They'll just kind of get in the way. Alright. Okay, there's that. And let's get out of here. This is live, yes. It'll make it nice. I don't know if it'll make it top tier because you still have Training Belt, which is just better than Death Sash. But Death Sash plus gloves is a nice combination, so. And he didn't drop anything really. Maybe a new Grail item, honestly. That's about it.
Good to see you.
So we'll just go back, repair, get ready. And stuff down here will be half and half, right? The snakes are going to be bad. But the undead will be fine, so. Another Flawless Amethyst. Take that, try and get a gem shrine, and maybe we can craft a Pally amulet next time. Perfect. And just looking for level 2. And again, if you want to avoid a lot of the hassle and the scare, you can just teleport up here. And that just makes it a lot safer feeling. So that's generally my preferred. Just make sure that they're not standing up there. Sometimes they will stand at the top. Otherwise, it's a good area to just kind of poke at him. So there you go. Now you got the amulet. Now the next area will be a little bit more difficult. This is going to be kind of the scary spot. The snakes don't climb the stairs, really. They're a little too big. Not fat shaming them. They're just really narrow stairs. So down here is where I'm going to recommend that you just really teleport and don't try and fight. Now, if you want to fight, you totally can. But fighting beetles and maggots and everything one at a time is just going to be awful. Right? Now you can see you do a little bit of damage there, but it's not a ton. Highly, highly recommend just going for a teleport daze through. Because this is going to be probably the worst area in the game for this character. Which, you know, it's also the worst area in the game just for a lot of characters, so it's not surprising. But there you go. We got that. We can leave, or we could open a portal if we want. Whatever it is. Go home. Can also hope for the perfect maggot. That's right. So I would say the area that you might stay and clear out and do stuff is just going to be that final area right there.
Good day.
Blessings to you.
So easy though. Now we keep moving. And we could also have our mercenary. I mean, she does cold damage and could have helped shoot through there. So, you know, that is one thing, right? Having a mercenary in the maggot is actually really nice. Very helpful. Gonna get a mixed bag of demons and undead here. So sometimes it's decent. Sometimes you just get a couple animal types and it's not that great. Grab waypoint, why not? Forced us over that way. So for instance, the invaders are not, right? And neither are these dune beasts, so still some animal types in here, but you can get a lot of skellies and things every now and then. But Arcane Sanctuary,
This surely is the
we'll go to players 5. Because remember, the Arcane Sanctuary is all demons and beasts. Or undead, I mean. So if you're looking for a place to level as well, again, this is not a bad one. And looking at just holy bolting things as well is not a terrible idea. Especially if you get a nice line of stuff. Which we do have with the stairs. So it's kind of up to you how you want to do it, right? And again, this is players 5. So we're kind of really cranking for a little bit of extra experience here. Nice and easy. We also have another Targe. Potentially get some really high res on it, like 30, 40 all res. And that could be really nice. As we do need a little more res, only 11. Unfortunate. Holy shock, more vitality. Unfortunate. There'll be a lot of 7th Paladins. I believe yes.
As a streamer, are you tired of getting the same questions about ladder start over and over again? Blink twice if you know the date. But NDA prevents you from telling us. Blink thrice if you know the date. But no NDA is preventing you from telling us.
Oh, God. He blinked in some capacity at some point. Okay, not first way. It does feel like players 5 is maybe a little slower than I wanted, so wow. I'm gonna go to players 3. Lower it down just a tiny bit. And there are chests at the end as well if you wish to pop those chests.
Welcome to my shop.
Do you want me to go pop the chest? Is that gonna bother you?
Join my army of the dead.
What does it mean if you blink high times?
It just means I had a good pie day. Another soul rune.
I can't carry anymore.
And we can pop these chests and nothing good. Yeah, those are super chests at the end, so they're good to go pop. Those are good ones. So like we said, P3. Now we'll do that. See how it goes. We made an insight for an Act 1 mercenary. She just died sometimes. I mean, it's kind of, you know, we could resurrect her when we want. She helps a little bit with the insight for sure. Oh, gross S&T. Minus the lightning spires and the summoner. Those are the only two non-demon undeads in here. Ooh. Sold with 18 months. Thank you very much. They changed it. PTR not close? Well, PTR is over. They took PTR down. So the next thing I imagine is 2.4 coming up. Like the actual release of it. Okay, nothing in second area here. And we can always, right before we open the chest, change to player's 8 as well. Just to make them player's 8 chest. Because chests are not on spawn, but on pop. Nothing there. We'll go back to player's 3. And try again. So that's something you can always do with like the cows. You can go run around and clear all the cows out. And then once you've done that, you can change to player's 8 and run around again and pop all the chests if you know, can only do a little bit or something. Maybe a good amulet? No. Wish you could change player count on console? You can. You just have to go into the menu. It's a setting now. If you go here, oops. That's not it. That's quitting the game. If you go here and gameplay and scroll to the very bottom, you should have a players count that you can do. I just wanted to go back out there.
This surely is the product of a twisted mind.
If you're like Llama, you'll default into 3 chests before you find your way.
Another point, another Holy Shock. We'll go 5 more Dexterity. And that's got us at 54% block. Pretty decent. Crushing. Absolutely crushing. Definitely a nice area for this character. And third way it is. I mean, again, you can see the range on this is insane sometimes as well. We don't have to kill the summoner. You can if you want. Especially if you're like trying to find keys or something, I guess. But
I am overburdened.
not needed. Cold damage doesn't do anything for us. And again, there's a lot of animals out here, and we'll just have to see what we get. I'm going to go to players 1. We'll have to see what we get in our tombs before we decide. So we have 1 undead, another demon. So if our third mob is demon or undead, then we're good to go. We can look and see what we get. No, it's beetles. So beetles are probably my least favorite to draw on this character, simply because, well, their lightning res is really high, and even though we can break them, our damage still doesn't quite do a ton to them, unfortunately. It's just a really slow process there. So we'll probably just be teleporting through a little bit more of this. If we had drawn monsters, I did know. If we had drawn monsters that were all undead or demon or something, then I'd probably crank the players up a little bit and spend more time in here farming, as it could be decent experience. Yeah, beetles are a very good experience, and we like them in a lot of cases, but not on Mr. Fister. Looks like we need to go down this way and over here, potentially. Yep. And we are just going to grab these beetles and really drag them out, because again, it's just not going to be a good time really trying to deal with all of them. And if you're ever having clicking issues, because Fist of Heavens does have a little bit of a weird like range, just swap to charge or like a normal attack or anything else, and then you can click on things. So that's just a little tip to help. And of course, now that we're at Duriel, we can buy up some thawing potions, and it's 50% cold, brings us to 74% now for like 5 minutes after drinking all of those. And now we can fight Mr. Duriel. And I just like to stand with my back against a wall so he can't knock me back. And otherwise, pretty easy. How simple is that, you guys? I'll grab that for gold. That's Hell Duriel. Easy as pie. Give yourselves the clap.
Honor Tal Rasha's sacrifice by
Well done.
all the...
Well done. 1 to cold skills. Wow. And garbage there.
Hey Mr. Llama, I don't know how much you have played D3, but I was thinking,
No.
the ring that reduces
Stop.
the need of one set item
Stop.
could be fun to add to D2R in one season. What do you think?
No.
Moo.
I don't know. I barely know what that ring is. I don't know enough to have an opinion on it.
Good day.
Perfect, perfect. Zabatalex, thank you. And we're in Act 3, so remember, there are a decent number of demons in some areas when you get these fetishes, but if you don't have these fetishes and you just get like these birds, you're not going to have that fun. You're not going to be able to break them really as well. So this is going to probably be the hardest area, I would say. Besides like Maggot Lair. This will be a tough area for this character for sure. You're going to have to do some dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodging. Because while you can kill these guys, these Cloud Stalkers will be pretty annoying. And you can go one at a time on them, but
Perhaps I could trade this for something more valuable.
it's a pain. And then even down in here, it's going to be painful. So you can move slow because, again, you saw that we could break those immunities. And, you know, the more you have in conviction, the better your chance there, right? If we put a few more points in conviction and get it 225, it gives us even slightly better chance in damage and everything. So that's definitely something that you'll want to take note, is it may just be a slow move, and also having your mercenary could be very nice for it, right? So we can go back. Just go grab our merc really fast. It's definitely in there, Mitzi. Send me an image of it, I'll bet you a sub I can find it in 20 seconds or less. And again, another just like difficult area for this character. Mercenary should help some though, as she does have decent cold damage there. And can help freeze stuff up. Oh. Baron, thank you! We'll come here, we'll grab the eye. And bounce out of there. That was nasty. With 5 gifted subs, wow. And again, we will just go for a teleport and kind of just try and move forward here. Because like I say, you can fight these Cloud Stalkers one at a time if you would like. And with your mercenary and such, and that'll help it out, but there are a lot of lightning immunes in Act 3 hell.
She can help you out with the cold damage, or she can be fodder for the boss group as you grab the eye and leave.
Either one. A little bit of fodder never hurt nobody. We'll go ahead and continue to the Great Marsh here. And hope that this leads us to our flare, and if not, we can always go back. We are on players 1. Yes. And always be aware of your resistances. For instance, I have low fire res here, so it's a little scary for me. Moving around in some of this. There's our flare jungle right over here. Perfect. Some stuff killable, still some stuff not. But if you get all of these little shamans, it will be better. So that is the nice thing, is when you can get all of this stuff. Just get soul killers and fetish guys all around. Flares. And honestly, if you get all that, this honestly becomes a pretty decent farming spot, just overall. So the birds are kind of annoying here. But other than that, simple. Nice and easy. Make sure we cast our Holy Shield and keep that up. Get that extra block chance. And like I say, that right there, like those guys are lightning immune. So for most characters, that becomes a giant pain. But because we have that damage to Demon Undead, so much easier.
I am overburdened.
Grab this.
This blade
Leave a
shall
teepee.
pierce the heart of evil.
And just go get the waypoint. Of course, easily farming along the way. That's too much for him to read. No waypoint there. Building a mage. This character. You're saying do like Hammerden plus the Holy Bolt part of Fist of Heavens or something? Another point. We'll go Holy Shock and Vitality. Yeah, I mean, I think that could also work. But then you're just playing hammers more, you know. I think a lot of people want to not play hammers. But that would give you more of a solution to animals for sure. Might Aura, Curse, or Holy Fire, whatever was over there. Painful. It was Might Aura. Extra fast. Always be careful, as in hell you can get some really nasty combinations.
I can't carry.
Really nasty. And we're level 69. So nice and easy. Another gem shrine. I have that amethyst here, so we can make another perfect amethyst.
Nice.
Rio Mature. But another really good area to farm, honestly.
mother.
Perfect.
Good day.
There's something about the way that the screenshots are cut together. It has to be. That map makes no sense at all. Well, it doesn't even have an exit tile right now, so 3 to cold skills, 2 to blizzard. Nice. I mean, there's no maps. Like, that's not a known bug, you know? Okay, so we have Ral, P Amethyst, Jewel. Yeah, let me see the middle part too. There might be something there.
Good to see you again.
Gamble another amulet. 38 fire is actually kind of nice. But we're gonna morph it. That's pretty good. Wow. Not bad at all. So 77 mana, 17 all res, 10 FCR, 17 MF. And it also has a couple lightning skills. So yeah, this would be amazing on like a Nova Source or something. The 17 MF is super nice on that. Really would be helpful. That's actually a really nice craft. But now we have 17 all res on this character and an additional 77 mana, which is super nice. And that's why you try crafting things. That's actually pretty nasty, you guys. what a craft. They were probably just trolling or trying to talk about the regular ones. There's nothing new there. Wow. If only Fist of Heavens was a lightning skill. I know. Recipe is Ral, P Amethyst, a blue amulet, make sure it's a high level, and any jewel. Jewel doesn't matter. With 17 all res too. And now we are in the LK, which of course means you can do that same stuff we talked about in Nightmare. You can run around. You can drop up to a burr rune from those super chests wherever there's that fire. I have videos on what lower cost farming is and how to do it. But just a note for you there. And we actually have a pretty good map for it as well, honestly. So a lot of stuff you can get. And there's our waypoint. So you can just leave, join, go players 8, run around, do that stuff. Really is nice. If you want to farm more, find more weapons, things like that. Otherwise, we can continue forward. Of course, Battle-Made Serena, also a place that we can farm. Like I say, just like normal in Nightmare, you know, it kind of rinse and repeat on Hell for a lot of the stuff. Just very similar areas that we're really aiming for, focusing on all of this. Oh, that was a different boss. Okay. Didn't notice. Grab Lemesson's tome. And keep rolling. We'll go to the sewers here. And start looking around, see what we can find. A lot of animals in here, kind of a mix and match again, so probably not going to stop to fight everything. But we can see what all we run into. Boss over there. And there we go. There's our sewers exit. Good, Goblins, how are you? And there's our heart. We'll take that back once we just come out here really quick. And get to the Travancore. And again, not a terrible Travancore farmer right here. Remember, Travancore minions are demons. Now, the zealots and stuff are not. So if you are surrounded by the zealots, that's going to be annoying. But the ghoul lords, vampires are. So it can be a mixed bag. Kind of depends what spawns near you. We'll go back to town. And you're sure you're in the underground passage?
Greetings.
I mean, that is it. It's just not how that map generates. It's so confusing. Yeah. Okay, and we'll go back to Trav. And time to fight some demons, baby. I would recommend doing this on players 1. However, if you wanted to increase the player count, you could. It'll just be a little bit harder for a little bit. But honestly, works pretty well.
The temple shall shine.
More rune, small charm. Ral rune. Can use that for another craft if we ever wanted one. Yeah, and you can also use Holy Bolt there as well. I mean, it's, you know, it kind of depends what you want to do. I mean, that was pretty easy, right?
Good to see you.
And put those away. We'll do more vitality, and we'll do another point in conviction. Why not? 5 more vitality. Drink our potion. And just get a few more potions here. See what this ring is. 10 FCR with 47 to mana. That is better than, honestly, kind of either one of these a little bit. So we'll take the additional mana. And we can keep rolling. Yeah, this is definitely not a cow farmer. This character can farm some good areas, but cows is his worst. Have fun with that. Down here, though, decent
Coming up
area.
on 8 years following you next month. Seems like just yesterday you hit 1,000 followers. Crazy to see you consistently having 1,000 plus viewers.
Thanks, Pie Guy. Does seem like just yesterday, doesn't it? This is a little dangerous still. Some nasty mobs here. The speed on him. Just dolls in general. Good enough.
No.
Wow.
Pie Guy, it has been a long time, hasn't it? Thank you for that 420. And thank you, Cat Daddy. Now again, if you are looking for a place to farm, maybe it's levels, experience, items, whatever it is, you can see the Durance of Hate is everything is going to be undead or demon. So another not bad area to go around and kill stuff. It does have dolls, so it's going to be a little more dangerous. But you get Mephisto at the end of it, which is really nice. So kind of a mix and match there, right? You can also just use it and go straight to Mephisto if you would like. So just go and find this waypoint in that case. And then you can come back and farm it whenever you want. And you can also, of course, reset for a really nice map. That's always something that can be done in this game. Just be really helpful. Oh, I thought we were going to have a really good map there. That would have been such a nice spot for it to be. Not really anything there. And getting used to kind of stutter stepping here is going to be really helpful as well. Just something to note. So you'll see me kind of doing it, especially with the dolls, because I want to get away from them. Wow, a double fake out. Being able to just kind of move away and cast is a skill that'll be really helpful to learn. And that's something that on this character is really good, but also you'll find is really good on like a Hammerden as well. 20 to life, I will keep that. But so much to be killed nicely. Not any worries right there. You want to kill these council members as well. Feel free. I like setting a portal just for safety purposes, but I just don't want to be around him when he explodes. Laying of Hands does not help Fist of Heavens, no. Code here, and again you'll have the same thing that we've had before, which is, do you want to man up on Mephisto, or do you just want to bring him over here and then cheese him? Both pretty much work, and again it's a pretty fast kill. So always good to show off the cheese for the people that don't feel as safe standing right next to him. Fist of Heavens is okay, but the Holy Bolt damage is just so good. Like you can do Fist of Heavens if you want, but it's just gonna be like less damage, even with the Conviction Aura there. Easy enough.
Darken the world no longer.
And then we also have, once again, an armor stand. We have a super chest at the back here.
I need a key.
Nothing gonna drop. Need a key. and a weapon rack over here. So those are always there. You can always go and shop those. Otherwise, Act 3 complete. Easy as that. And now we're getting into Act 4, which is more of our bread and butter. So we are level 70 and a half right now. It's just been easy leveling. We did get some animals right here. It's a little bit annoying. Leapers are not my favorite. And hopefully no souls out here. We'll see what happens. If there are souls and you have a point in conviction, it can be a nice place to use it. But nope, no souls. We're good to go. So we'll just go looking for Isual. And we'll stick on P1 this time out in this area, even though P8 or P3 or something would be nice just to get more experience. When you eventually find an Isual, I'd rather spawn him on P1 just the first time here. Our fire res is still low. It's only 3%. So that is a slightly annoying thing we'll need to remember. We can't really stand in the path of a bunch of like infernos or anything like that. Otherwise, if we just kind of stutter step our way around, it's pretty crushing again. This is where a lot of characters are usually pretty scared, and this guy's not. But if you do run into souls and you don't have salvation or something like that, or point resist lightning, anything to kind of help you out, something you can always do is just quit and then restart the game. Just create a new game, and then you'll get a new selection of mobs out there, and you can just keep doing that until you don't get souls in your Plains of Despair.
Your feed for me is very choppy and pixelated. Is this because I'm only a tier 1 sub?
Is it really? It shouldn't be. So yeah, that's just, souls can just be super nasty. But if you're max res and feeling fine and everything, you just wanted to make a tier 1 sub joke. Is that it? Well, maybe you should upgrade your sub and then you'll see. Sheesh. I think my bitrate's like 6,000. Let me check. Yeah, it's 6,000, which is like the max you're supposed to do with Twitch, right? Otherwise it gets all weird and glitchy. There's Isual. And thankfully, even though we can't damage him with that, now our lightning damage is doing good amounts.
I can't carry anymore.
And that's just nice and easy right there.
How can one who has been so
Necro skills.
far from righteousness?
Good day.
And we'll put another point in conviction. We'll get closer to that 25. We'll just keep moving. Just keep moving here. We'll see what we draw in the city. Demons, demons. Alright, all good. We got all demons and undead, so that's really nice. Don't have to worry. I know, I have to talk to Isual to get the skill points. I'll do that eventually. Cow Hugs with 5 gifted subs! Thank you so much, Cow Hugs. And Baron with the 5 from before as well today. Thank you both.
Okay, that makes sense. Tier 1 for sound and Tier 3 for video quality?
What? No way, Warren. That's wild. I want to check this. I mean, yeah, I trust you checking it. Like, I don't even see where that tile is. I'm guessing it's maybe a non-connected teleport tile? That's so strange, though. Yeah, Tier 1 well, Tier 1 just gets you basic viewing. Tier 2 increases the audio quality, and Tier 3 increases the video quality, and also the elusive crotch camera. Most characters would be scared jumping into the middle of that. This character's like, yummy experience. Tier 1 is a boost to the drop rates in your game, especially your rune drops. Nice, we've got all demons and undead again out here. No maggots that we have to deal with. And we have the Smith, who is also a demon. So we can deal with him in a second. And it'll probably be best just to do this. Now, what rune do you think we're going to get here? Remember, you can get up to a goal rune.
Don't be so imprecise. Tier 3 gives you access to the spicy Snapchat that links to the OnlyFans. Once subbed to the OnlyFans, you get the crotch cam.
I'm dead. This is terrible. Holy freeze is horrible here. Alright, let's try and take it nice and easy. Ooh, a Hydra bow. Let's clear this out. Slow and steady wins the race. I hate you and your holy freeze. Nasty. Alright. Let's smack it like it's hot. Hell rune to goal rune. What's it gonna be? It is... Again. Alright. 2 foul runes. More disappointment. But if you got some runes or cool things like that, you can always like socket an rune in a helm, get some nice resistances. You can use it in some fun rune words maybe. Enjoy your nice runes. Lemrune, you can make like a treachery for your mercenary or for yourself if you want the fade procs, though. There's that. Really a few ideas there. Like I say, even though there's a lot of lightning immunes out here, it doesn't really matter because we have damage versus undead and demons, so crush it all. What can you do with the foul rune? You can save it for an obedience for your mercenary if you can get a co somewhere. Should be really nice.
Hi, Llama.
Hi.
I will just say that I really enjoy your guided playthrough. I have learned so much. I hope to see one with the Kixen in the near future, so I could understand how and what works with Kick.
For sure.
Keep up the good work.
Didn't even check how many sockets in Hedgerow. Or you can make a Lionheart. Those are probably the two. Does Unbending Will require foul rune? That can't be made quite yet. Once that comes off ladder, I think that's a foul rune word. Forget all of the runes that are in it. Lightning immunes, doesn't matter. And kill is fast or slow again to get in there. If you just want to mass teleport your way in, you can do that as well. But if you want to take your time and kill everything, it's not a bad experience. You can get really nice drops. This is an area level 85, so it's really a solid place. It's a good build for Star Ladder. This is one of them. Again, we do need to be careful about standing in the way of a bunch of fire damage. But otherwise, we do pretty decent right here, I would say. And again, everything in the Chaos Sanctuary gets crushed by us. Every single mob. So this is one of the best spots for this character. I mean, this is hell right here, and it's just like easy. We'll do another point conviction. We'll get a few more potions. Make sure we fill up our scrolls. And we can sell some of these things. Put these away. Okay, and we'll go into Holy Shock. And keep grooving. Again, safety TP just in case. Make sure our Holy Shield is on. Woo. God, is it good. That's just nasty.
Move.
Thank you, Quark. Appreciate that. Jewel. 1540. And remember, these guys do have a leash, so you can always just kind of stay a little further back while Desace is alive, and it'll be a lot easier to fight them. It just smokes everything. Whoa, that was a long delay.
I can't carry anymore.
Honestly, I think this is also, in my opinion, a good showcase of why immunities are good in this game. And I'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead and go massacre Mr. Diablo. And his lightning will not touch us because he shoots it beyond our head, because in hell it starts out too far away from him. Which is always kind of funny. And there you go. That was easy. That's Hell Chaos. It works in Hell and slightly in Nightmare, but not in Normal. Give yourselves a clap. It's kind of a bug. Just a miscalculation kind of done. Eerie music. But now we're gonna kind of get into another area that may be a little tricky. If we get some like archers maybe, but no, we got animals and animals, so this is not gonna be great. So we have to be very careful running around here. And probably just really want to move forward. But I mean, if you guys saw how easily that character crushed the Chaos Sanctuary, to me it shows like this is what the game would look like if there were no immunities anywhere. You could just run around and murder everything. Just by like pushing a button and you're done, like everything's dead. So, oh, I like that one. Yeah, try the comeback. And it just is, well, it feels more fun in the moment because you're just like bam, 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 and everything's just dying left and right, and it makes you feel really powerful. Ultimately, I think it makes the game way worse when that exists. I think the game is way more fun when there are a lot of areas that will be challenging. It cheapens the game, yeah. So even this character, it's like, okay, he's crushing there, but now in this area, you know, these are all animals, and he's, you know, it's a lot harder. And there still are some lightning immunes in some difficult areas and all that stuff. Yeah, so it makes me happy that there is immunities in the game, seeing something like that, because I'm like, man, if every class and every build could do that, this game would fall off quickly from fun to Okay, we'll kill Shank.
Harrogath is free of
There's some light immunes that you can't break with just conviction. Especially if there's like a unique boss with, you know, light enchant or something that is high lightning already. Oof. Somebody had insane damage over here. Oof. That was nasty. It's hard to tell when you're affected by an enemy or a conviction. I'm never going to be affected by an enemy or a conviction. The reason is because whoever's conviction is higher wins. That's how it works. So whenever I come up against a monster that has conviction aura, their conviction's not going to be above level 25. Not even Uber Mephisto's is above that. So our convictions will compete and mine will win. Yeah, Uber Mephisto has conviction aura level 21. So I win out over him as well.
Thank you for guiding the EU-friendly streams.
Of course. That's just for me, because... Oh! I did not think those were hitting me. Wow. I went to teleport there. I thought that those bolts were going to be behind me. Happens. Don't need conviction aura for mass charge bolt damage there. We were running a low on health pots anyways. I was like, oh, I need to go back and get some. Happens. Dread Fister. It's a nice name for it. Anyways, moving on. How's my day? It's good. How's your day? Could have gone after those archers, but there were animals right after it, and I didn't feel like dealing with them. Fight those guys instead. Oof. I don't like being frozen. Honestly, it's not a character that needs Cannot Be Frozen, but man, Cannot Be Frozen would actually be nice on it. Let's grab the gloves. 25 light res. Which is nice, but I don't crazy need just 25 light res gloves. Not really anything else brought to the table from him. We'll toss him. Maybe not for D2R. I'm still up in the air on doing a Manverse stream this weekend. 50-50 right now. Feel free to always set a safety TP whenever you want. And Crystalline Passage. Honestly, I still think Crystalline Passage, it's good. Especially here, because we have demons all over, so we can actually farm through this area really easily. To get this waypoint, just in case you want to do Anya. Check the Archon plate. Why not? But just good. 1, for safety purposes. 2, you can always come back and do Anya later on.
I can't carry anymore.
Kind of both of those reasons. I think it's nice just to grab it. So do that there. Why did I not go Smite Foe? I mean, we could have gone Smite Foe, because at this point, putting points in Holy Shock is increasing our Fist of Heaven's damage, but we could have just focused on having our single target be Smite instead of the lightning damage portion, you know? But that's just another style, another way to build it. Honestly, this character really has a lot of kind of options to it. I'm just building more into a pure Foden here instead. Thank you very much. Quarkback, Smoke Break, Kid Ketten, and Dom Crastinator. We'll grab a waypoint here. And we'll just continue forward. Are there any changes with this build coming up to ladder? I hope not. We're making the guided playthrough right now. I'd be really sad if all of a sudden it was like, and the whole build is actually different now. So hopefully it still plays at least similar enough that the guided playthrough holds its own. Uh-oh. I mean, I think getting to the 75 breakpoint is totally fine. What in the world, Warren? Can you go anywhere else besides, like, Darkwood? What if you go to, like, Black Marsh or Tamo or anything like that? The game just stopped loading. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Holy Shield. Put that in Holy Shock. We'll get some more Vitality. Again, this is actually somewhere I would recommend getting a waypoint as well. Simply because it can be pretty dangerous at the Ancients. And if you do die there, you want to be able to kind of get back and not have to run, you know, a lot of the map again. So definitely a recommendation. Oh boy. Just for a little bit of added security to grab that.
Hello.
And now we'll go look for the Ancients. And there they are. So, once again, for the Ancients, what can we do? Well, first we should put things there. Okay, Warren. Right. We can put all these things away. I also like putting away some of my like rejuves. Just because I feel like I generally want to have less rejuves there. I'm also going to switch my belt into just a bigger life belt. Not a really big deal, but gives us more potion slots.
Good afternoon.
And now, of course, we can just load up, and you can use the cube. Right? You can also go out here. You can drop potions on the ground. If you feel like you're going to need a lot of potions. Whatever you want to do. You can do this as many times as you'd like. Those potions have, I believe, a 10-minute lifespan while they're on the ground there. So you do want to be a little bit careful in that you're using those, you know, in that time. Or at least picking them up and juggling them around. That also works. But otherwise, I mean, I think this should be pretty solid. Now, the big thing is we want to make sure that we're not rolling anything that is lightning enchanted or lightning immune that can't be broken. So the 3 ancients are going to be Talik, Madoc, and Corlic. Corlic, we just need him to not really be lightning immune. Even if he's like spectral hit or something, he should be fine. It's just if he's lightning enchanted, I think that's an issue. Pretty much similar with Talik, same idea. Madoc is going to be the one that's probably going to be the hardest, and that's because we need to make sure that he's not like spectral hit, he's not magic resistant, and he's not lightning immune. Probably those 3. He can probably honestly still be like magic resistant or spectral hit just alone, but it'll be a little bit more annoying to try and kill him and do all the damage. For the other things, you pretty much just want to make sure they're not spawning with insane things like extra strong, cursed, fire enchanted or something, or like extra strong cursed, extra fast on, Madoc or Talik could just be really deadly. So you just make sure you have your TPs ready, and you just kind of check. There's lightning enchanted there. I don't want that. And that right there looks pretty good. So with this, we can break, and we're good to go. And so now all we do is just kind of run around and zip, zap, zooey on top of these zooies. That's a terrible thing to say. It just sounds awful. And if you want to separate them off, you could also do that. If you want to smite them because you've got some crushing blow or something, you could also do that. That's something that we've kind of discussed before, is having just having them separated a little bit, or just smiting them down one at a time. And we're just going to make sure that we're not really near getting whirlwinded, as that's probably going to be our biggest concern. If you do want to fight them like one-on-one or something, we can show that in a second as well. Kill Corlic really fast. So if you want to fight Talik straight up, a good way to do it is we just come over here. You can get your teleport staff ready. Nope, we need to separate these guys. Perfect. And, oh, they're going to actually come down together. Interesting. I didn't think Madoc would join there. Okay. So here we can just fight Madoc straight up. Just have to be careful. He is going to have a little bit of damage. Because he does have that Might Aura, which we don't really like. But we can come down here, and for Talik, we can fight him like this and make him so he's not going to swing on us or spin on us. You just come stand against this wall like this and have him come at you straight on, and he'll only go to hit you straight on, which is nice. So this is a way to prevent whirlwind, and like I said, if you've got both of them or all 3 down here, it can be annoying, but for just him, it's pretty nice. And if you wanted to do something like, shift your potions up, let me pick up like potions here. Okay, I could do something like this, pop those potions off, and then come over here and pick these up, and now those potions have a timer on them right as well. And Madoc is going to be the annoying one. This is also where, like I say, having like smite would be nice if you had like crushing blow. you could just sit there and smite him. So. You just don't want him to be too strong. That's honestly the main thing. You don't want Maddox to be doing, you know, tons and tons of damage. So this Might Aura is annoying, but we can survive it. And it's just going to be a little bit through. But yeah, I would definitely say like a Might Aura here is going to be super helpful. Or a smite, you know, or something along those lines. Why not shooting Holy Bolt? He is not a demon or undead. You can also just play the dodging game if you like. But yeah, Maddox,
Hello, my
not
friend.
too bad overall.
Many months down, many months to go.
Just takes a little bit. D2 Pilot, thank you. And this is also where having a good block chance can help for sure, as you're going to be able to block, you know, half of his attacks, which should be really nice. Nice and easy. Yeah, if you walk, you keep your defense, but also you keep your block chance. So that's why I'm walking right now, because I want to still have my block chance when he does hit me. Otherwise, it drops to a third. And no defense, so I don't really have any defense to matter, but I've got block chance. You going for max block? I'm like 50% block. If I get like a nice shield like a Haas or something, I'll be like pretty much right on max block at that point, so. There you go. Ancient's done. Took a tiny bit of time, but really not bad at all. I mean, and that's going to be, you know, a spot where this is not like, you know, it's going to be hard, right? No, I still had all the potions in my cube as well. So we were fine. That's why you save some extra potions, you know? That right there is honestly why, like, super helpful. We'll set that down. Oh, I'm out of teleport charges. I was like, why am I not teleporting? That's why. This is gonna be a little tough. That's not a nice area. I mean, I'm gonna die again. Let's just get them away. Okay. I mean, it's a nasty, nasty setup for us there. I remembered I needed to go repair it. Just a second too late. Touch the health shrine. And I mean, we got a terrible set of mobs as well in here. I just want to find a spot to like relax. This is a really bad combination. Ugh. Honestly, resetting this, let's just reset it. You know what? I think that's easier. We could die 15 times and then get our body back. But I think this is a better place to just reset. If you spawn just terrible stuff like that, sometimes it's best to just leave. Also, I didn't have all my potions and stuff set up. I didn't have my teleport charges repaired. So there was a lot of bad planning that went into that. So that definitely did not help us at all. So now, we're in a much better spot. That's what a little planning can do for you. Alright. And now we'll continue through. And go here. And see what mobs we get instead. And again, if you want to go as slow as you want, you totally can. Because you can kill pretty much everything right now. It's just how much time do you want it to take. We've got souls. Those are going to be annoying, but we can break them. And so just going to take us chilling for a sec. Just being a little careful. Also, yes, if you have salvation, a great place to use salvation. But otherwise, it's pretty nice down here. The souls are annoying, but we also can kill the souls, which is nice. Because they are demon, or undead, I mean. So, these are trade-offs. And again, is this a place I would recommend getting the waypoint? 1000%. We are in level 2 there, so highly recommended to go after the waypoint here. And it clears pretty well through the souls. It really does a decent job here.
I am overburdened.
I mean, there's a lot of good areas for this character, honestly, beyond Chaos and Pits. Arcane, it's also really nice. Most of all of Act 1. Most of all of Act 4. Tower, it's really good. Trav, it's good. Yeah. P1 foe is better than P1 hammers in those areas, yes. P8 hammers are much better, though.
No.
Moo. Lego Meister! Thank you so much! It's also good at Bale Waves. Crushes all 5 waves, which is nice. So that's better than Hammered in there, who only gets 4 waves, but he can do, you know, the higher waves at more. Oh boy. I don't like those guys. throne room. We can kill Death Lords, but it will take a few shots. And the issue is it's generally only one at a time. The nice thing is at least the hit recovery stun is a little bit of time.
No.
At Big Daddy Bezos gifted a Tier 1 Prime subscription to Moani. This is their 26,413 gifted Prime subscription in the Chanel.
Wow, Big Daddy Bezos with the Prime sub. Thank you so much. Gifting it to Mo. And now we get the waves, of which all waves should be pretty solid. I'm going to go back outside early here just to clear a little bit of space for us if we want. Perfect. I do need to be careful, especially with this Holy Freeze. I don't like that very much. Sometimes you get a rough draw. I also don't have great fire res, so again, that's kind of a difficulty for us. A little more fire res would definitely have helped for wave 3 and 4. But wave 4 is pretty much dead before it even gets to us, so honestly, not that big of a deal. And wave 5. This is P1 right now, yes. Could definitely have done like P3 there on the previous wave. If we wanted. Oh no, they're mana burn, that's annoying. Kill Bartok there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Even with some tough spawns there. Weird, Oren. And last but not least, Mr. Bale. And again, this is where we could have Smite with Crushing Blow, something like that, if we wanted. But, ow. We'll go back really fast, get some potions. And of course, if you want to despawn the clone, just go away for a little bit. 8 seconds. And then come back. And the clone and all of the tentacles will be despawned. You can spawn them again, of course, but for that time being, they will be despawned. I recommend to start with this build new ladder. I think it's a great starting build, honestly. Conviction Aura Plus for when you play with all your friends or other people. They're gonna love that. Where'd you go? So I changed it to other people, you know. And we'll go ahead and finish him off with Fist of Heavens because it's a Fist of Heavens build. And that's it. That's all she wrote.
You shall no longer taint this.
We're level 74 too. I mean, the leveling on this character was just spectacular. Give yourselves the clap. Congratulations. You have just crushed through this game as the new Fist of Heavens Paladin. Again, we can go through our stats. I just stayed at 50 strength. My base value there, this was just to stay around that 50% block for the dex. Everything else vitality. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Conviction is maxed. Fist of Heavens and Holy Bolt are all maxed. Then I started putting points into Holy Shock. If you want a single point in Salvation or something like that, again, that can be helpful. Same with Redemption, that can be helpful. So you can always make those decisions for yourself. Otherwise, pretty simple there. Gear-wise, Spirit, 2 combat skills, some
Don't
insane
forget to like,
amulet
comment, and subscribe.
that we crafted.
Click the bell too. Peace YouTube.
Like actually an insane amulet that we crafted. Pretty nice for a random craft. If only it wasn't lightning skills, but even with the lightning skills, keep that for a Grailer or something. So we love that. Spirit Shield. Stuck with that stealth armor the whole way. Blood Fist, 10 FCR. We have this in Night Smoke, another 10 FCR. And then I should have gotten some like faster run walk plus fire res boots, but I was a little lazy. Charms, really didn't find a lot of charms. A little 20 life right there, but didn't do a lot of charm farming either. And then of course, teleport staff at the end. That's it, man. That's it. That's the crush and blow. Patriarch Mr. Fister. Congratulations. He's done it. Yeah. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough of the Fist of Heavens Paladin. I think he's really a fun character because he really does have that combination of good and bad, but it's looking at, instead of the immunities, you're looking at the monster types and you're like, ooh, this has, you know, this area's got more undead and this area's got more, you know, demons. Let's go here.
Will this char be able to clear Act 6?
You know, it's just really nice. For sure, there's plenty of undead and demons in Act 6. So I think it's better than Hammerden in some areas and in some ways. I don't think it's better than Hammerden overall, though. I think overall the Hammerden is still the best Paladin, but this gives you a new way to play the character and a new way to kind of have some fun in different areas, which I think is really interesting and nice. So I love what they did with this character. I hope you do too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace, everybody.